Open quotes for Craque Neto. Abel Ferreira is disgusting. Close quotes. Let's get into the video. What's up, guys?
Nah, not at our pace. He drinks a lot, like seriously a lot. No one can handle that much partying. It's way too much.
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? Everything good with the sneakers? A great Tuesday morning, July 29th, 2025. It's already 11:30 in the morning. I'm behind on my content. I took my wife to the doctor this morning, a post-surgery checkup. And no, it wasn't public health care, okay? I paid for it. Hey. The appointment was for 8 a.m. We left the clinic almost at 10:30. She was in with the doctor for 2 minutes. Man, that boils my blood. I didn't even go in with her. I didn't even enter the room. I was annoyed, man. If you want to irritate me, mess with timing. I'm obsessed with timing. Always have been. That's just who I am. Back when I worked in California as a limo driver, I won 2 awards in a row for being the most punctual. 5 in the morning, I was ready to go. So if the guy wanted the car at 4:50, it was already there. Yeah, I'm like that. Timing really gets to me. Same with restaurants. Paying a lot and eating badly drives me nuts. I dwell on that for days. Anyway, that's me. And that's Abel Ferreira too. And that's Craque Neto too. Yesterday on Galvão e Amigos on Band, they showed that scene again of Abel Ferreira kicking the mic during Palmeiras versus Grêmio. And as Palmeiras fans say, whenever it's Abel Ferreira, things blow up. And I have to agree. Let's get into it in this video. I'll show Neto's video and react to what he said about Abel. He called Abel disgusting, among other things. But even while criticizing him, he also praises him. He says Abel is the greatest coach in Palmeiras history, the most successful in Brazil. He even says Palmeiras is the favorite to win the Brasileirão. I'll show you that clip, where he talks about Abel Ferreira, a really controversial take. I'll react to it, and right after, I'll share my opinion. Simple and honest, right here on Hugão Corintiano's channel. I was going to record a pre-game about Palmeiras and Corinthians and Palmeiras, but no, I've got to speak on this first. I need to share my thoughts on this. I want to speak to Palmeiras fans, Corinthians fans, and Neto's fans, and to Abel's fans too. I want to give my honest opinion here, no bias. I'm not here to kiss up to anyone. This is the Canal's chamber, and I don't need to. The pregame will be today, live at 9 p.m. on Hugão Corintiano's channel, Boca's channel. Hugão and Boca hosting this amazing pregame show. It's for the derby, round of 16 of the Copa do Brasil, Corinthians versus Palmeiras at 9:30 p.m. at Neoquímica Arena. Make sure to tune in. Skinner will be there too. He works with us from Pauta Livre. He'll be with us tonight. Awesome. Catch it on my channel, on Hugão Corintiano or Boca's channel. Let's go to this awesome pregame. All right, let's react to Craque Neto's video, and then I'll give Hugão Corintiano's take. The pitch wants...
Want to see how he's clearly not okay?
That match against Grêmio, right? Just a little kick, right? Just a kick.
But if it were Luxemburgo doing that, we'd be in big trouble, wouldn't we?
Zubeldia didn't kick anything and still doesn't get as much attention. Let's be fair.
It was childish. It was childish, huh?
That's bad behavior. Tantrums like that, I wouldn't allow it. If my kid does that, he pays the price.
Calling him a brat is harsh, really. Calling him a brat is rough.
I was never a role model as a player, but I became a better man.
He really wasn't a role model, not at all.
If my son does that, I'd make sure he faces the consequences.
I was at that spitting match. I was there.
With Lily from Band News, what a disgraceful thing to do to such an amazing woman. That guy is disgusting. That guy is arrogant, rude, unbearable, yet he's a great coach. But we have to be...
Tough words, huh, brother?
Even so, we've got to host him, welcome him, be the bigger person.
All of us. Still, he's disgusting. He disrespects the Brazilian media.
He's unbearable. He makes $5 million a month. He's at one of the biggest clubs in the world, built by Paulo Nobre, Gagliotti, and Leila. $5 million a month. He earns a fortune and still doesn't respect anyone. He almost fought Calorie. I'd like to see him go up against Serginho Chulapa, or me, or even you, Casagrande. He got into it with Aline from Band News, took a phone from a reporter in Belo Horizonte. He's done all that, but...
Didn't Caleri break a fan's phone too? Come on.
This guy is disgusting. And the worst part is, he's European, comes here all cocky.
He got rich here.
He became famous here. And he's super arrogant. He respects no one. Not you, not Band, not Globo, not even his own daughters. He doesn't respect anyone, but he's treated like royalty. Know why? Because he wins. In this country, if you win, you become untouchable. You can be arrogant, unethical. It doesn't matter. That's how I see him. But yes, he's the best coach of the past 20 years.
He bashes him and praises him. Well, folks, strong words from Neto. Not a star by Neto. He doesn't like just Neto. You have to say star Neto. Strong stance from him. I still call you Neto, man, because to me, you'll always be that player. I saw you play. I was at the stadium. I cheered for your goals. You made me happy many times. But as a football presenter for a major network like Bandeirantes, for your radio, your social media, I think you go overboard sometimes. When you point a finger, man, remember, 3 fingers are pointing back at you. That's real. You need to look at yourself, how you used to be, what you did. You spat in a referee's face, a black referee. I was there at Morumbi. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Yoy, you're also someone who gives bad interviews. You're rude, even on your own show. Rude to Veloso, to Souza, to guests. It's a monologue. The show runs for 90 minutes and you talk for 85 of them. The others get 5. It's the star's show, right? Not Veloso's. He barely gets a word in. Doesn't that come off as disrespectful? Doesn't it feel authoritarian? Man, it's easy to judge Abel Ferreira based on his behavior without really knowing him. What's the guy like? What's he really like? Abel crosses the line sometimes. I'm not defending him, no. The truth is, he can be rude. He does act over the top. But let me tell you a quick story. For those who've never worked with a Portuguese person, I had a GM at the Marba meatpacking plant in São Bernardo. Shout out to the Marba crew. If you work there, drop a comment. I worked there around 96 or 97 when I was 18 or 19 as a sales rep. The GM, who only had the board above him, was Portuguese. His name was Antonio. If he's still alive, big hug to him. Great guy. But man, at work, he was terrifying. He didn't hold back. He'd yell, turn red, curse, pound the table. I saw it happen during a meeting once. They accused me of getting traffic tickets with the company car in a city I wasn't even working in. My territory was somewhere else. He slammed the table, and I proved it wasn't me. He apologized and owned up to it. But man, he was fiery. That's how Portuguese folks are. Shout out to the Portuguese community watching Hugão Corintiano. You know it. They're blunt. And when they want to be rude, they are. That's just their way. It's just how they are. He crosses the line. He goes too far calling the guy a brat. Calling someone disgusting. That's Neto. I don't know Neto personally. I don't know him off the field. He's never invited me on his show. Never liked my posts. He knows I'm critical of him. And he knows who I am. But man, you mess up a lot. A lot. You admit he's the winningest coach, and I agree. You say Palmeiras is the favorite. I think it's Flamengo, but fine. You think it's Palmeiras. You criticize and praise at the same time, call the guy a brat and annoying, then praise him. I don't think that's cool. Those are offensive words. I don't think that's cool. I don't agree with that attitude. I don't think that's how you handle things. You don't solve things like that. Everyone has their own temperament. Abel, you, me. I was irritated this morning, as I said earlier. I waited 2 hours for a 5-minute doctor's appointment. That drives me nuts. If someone says the wrong thing, I'll argue. That's who I am. We all have our quirks. But Abel, things escalate really fast with him. Just like Corinthians politics, when things heat up at Corinthians, it explodes. São Paulo is deep in debt too, but it doesn't explode like that. Abel gets heated. Zubeldia has done it. Vitor Pereira has too. And that thing with Luxemburgo, wasn't there a manicurist harassment case? I'm not even sure what happened. Don't know if he was convicted. Different cases, right? Totally different things. One has nothing to do with the other. Nothing. You can't mix it all up. Muricy was fiery. Emerson Leão too. Passarella? That guy smoked on the bench and threw tantrums. You can find those videos online. See how football has changed, right? Behavior has changed a lot. Back in the day, guys used to smoke on the bench right next to the players. You can see it in old footage. Today, even kicking a mic or a water bottle is a big deal. Now, taking someone's phone, that's serious. You're interfering with someone's work, just like Caleri slapped that kid's hand and broke his phone. That's serious. That's wrong. That's not okay. You can't just say, oh, it's Abel. No, wait a minute. That's not right. Now, if he kicks a cup or some water, come on. They used to do way worse, man. There were refs who had to leave the field in police vans. Some even got punched. Football's gotten too soft. Everything's soft now. Even the commentary, you know? And just because he's Portuguese, that stirs things up because, man. Look, I think everyone has room to improve. Abel Ferreira needs to improve a lot. I've said it before. He makes a lot of mistakes, but I don't think he's a brat. I don't think he's disgusting. You know, I admire Abel Ferreira. I read his book and I think he's brilliant, fantastic. But I don't see that reflected in this situation. And Neto, you say you've changed, Neto. I don't know you personally. I only knew you as a player, and you were a great one. But I think you've got a bit of arrogance too, wanting people to call you Craque Neto. Always insisting on being Craque Neto, talking about your salary at band, your idol status at Corinthians. You keep reaffirming that. You don't need to. Let Veloso speak more. Let Souza speak more. Not Nicola, though. Nicola can speak just a little bit. Let the others talk, man. Just kidding, Nicola. But yeah, that's how I see it. I want to hear your opinion, so drop it in the comments. I was going to release a video before the game tonight, but I had to talk about Neto instead. Nothing against you, Neto. Just an opinion from someone on the outside. It's not personal. I don't know you. I wish you the best, same as I wish for Abel Ferreira. You're both great at what you do. You were great on the field, and now you're a star on Brazilian TV, but you make mistakes too. Just like Abel Ferreira. I think this time you were out of line. That's my take. See you at 9 p.m. Live, Hugão, Corintiano, Leandro Boca, and Skitter. Let's go. Pre-game time. Huge match. Derby. Corinthians versus Palmeiras. Ma'am, you have no idea what Corinthians versus Palmeiras is. It's Wednesday. No slacking, brother.